don't respect most men. Most women also don't like most men. So where does that leave us?
Where does that leave us? That leaves us in a situation whereby women start talking like Eboni K. Williams. But the real question is, why would you expect respect from a set of people who don't even have respect for themselves? These days, I think people just come online and say anything. And I'm not sure if you've seen the video, but I'm going to show you all the video of what she's saying and then what she's saying to like double down on what she's saying in the first place, which is kind of like a twist. But let's take a look at the video.
Are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver?
You look at the face.
Would you date if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus,
that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
And you could tell that even the other lady can see it, even though she's saying, if he owns the bus, if he owns the man, the other lady can tell that, you could tell that to her, dating the bus driver is beneath her. Okay, you could see that from the facial expression. And if you've watched countless number of all these videos that tend to like try and bring the attention of especially black women to what it is that they are doing within the society, within the black community, you could tell that it gets to a point whereby even though this host of these various events or various shows, the more they try to like call the attention to whatever it is that they're doing, you could just see from that facial expression that, hey, we're not listening anymore. We're just gonna do whatever it is that we want to do. That's the facial expression that she's making. And this lady can even tell, because you could tell that lady wasn't even taking, even though she said, if it owns the bus, the lady wasn't even taking that because she knows that. And you can listen to whatever it is that the next thing that this woman will say. Listen to her.
Because the
standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well. I would date.
Look at the face. Well, you could tell the difference that the other lady, she's seen life. She's older, she's much more matured, and you could tell that she knows that life is not about money. Life is not about if he owns the bus. Life is not like, from Eboni K. Williams' perspective, you could tell that her perspective is shallow. It's shallow. And the other lady, her perspective, I think she's called Iyanla, her perspective is deep, and it's much more from a perspective of, hey, I've seen life, and life is not white and black. It's not always the way you think. You're thinking about, I've seen the income, they don't have the income, they don't show up with the income, they don't show up with the leadership, they don't show up with the standard of living. Income varies. Even if the man is making a certain amount of income and you as a woman, you're a spendthrift or you don't even know how to manage yourself, the man will still go broke. That's why men need to be very disciplined with their money, especially if you women like this, you just gotta avoid them. Okay, you have to avoid them because the only thing they will bring you in, in the far ahead of the road is downfall. Okay, it's downfall, it's wreckage. If she doesn't have respect for your income, the only thing that I can guarantee you ahead of the road is wreckage. So if she's saying she's not making enough income, like I've seen women say men making six figures are nothing for them. It's nothing to them because, like there was this lady that was once on Kevin Samuel's show, and she said she will never date a guy that's making less than $500,000. And then Kevin Samuel asked her, how much does your father make? She said, my dad works. No, where does your dad work? She said, my dad works with the police department. And then he asked her, how much is he making per annum? She said 50,000 per annum. And Kevin Summer asked her, so you're saying a man that's making what your dad is currently making is not good enough for you? That means your dad is not good enough a man to be a role model to you. So it's kind of off, because from the very first video, you remember, most women don't respect men anymore. And it's because there's really, like, everything easily comes to them. Okay, they always have a man that's like pandering to them right from day one. Their dad is always going to give them everything that they want, and then they get married to a man that gives them everything that they want. And most women, once they turn 18, you see guys throwing themselves at this women, like, I would give you everything, sending money to them, cash up to them. And in fact, guys, if you are watching this video and you're subscribed to OnlyFans, you're a fool, because you're one of the reason why we're having this problem. You are contributing to the problem that we're having right now. If you have an OnlyFans account, unsubscribe right now. Delete that account, okay? Delete that account. Stop giving these women free validation. Stop giving them free attention. Because this is what's going to happen. You have a bunch of women talking down on men. Not, a bunch of women disrespecting men without consequences, because there's no one to check them. There's no dad in their life to check them. They were raised by their mom, and all that their mom always tell them is men and shit. That's all they used to hear. So they really have no respect for men. So the only thing that you can do right now is to take your attention away from them. And attention is very powerful. Okay, it's very powerful. Once you withdraw your attention from women like this, that's it. Let's watch the video, the second video that she made after that, to like try. She was actually making that video to like justify herself, but instead it was actually a double down. Let's see the video.
So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position, and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said.
This girl is evil. She's evil. Just look at those facial expressions. Like, if you look at those facial expressions, they are vile facial expression. And even from the very first thing that she mentioned, our very first statement, out of the 50,000 comments, it's not about what she's saying. It's not about what impact she's trying to make. It's about the attention and the validation that she's getting. 50,000 comments. That's the only thing that's in her head. You see, those women don't think about what you're doing. They're just thinking about how much attention they're getting. Ever since the likes of Kim Kardashian have released sex tapes, and they became billionaire from releasing sex tapes, that's why these women are like, hey, I've seen women quit their job just to create OnlyFans accounts. Like, no cap. I've been in public buses, and I've seen women giving themselves advice like, man, I'm tired of this job, man. You look at you could start an OnlyFans account. Like on the MTA buses, they were telling themselves, hey, you could quit your job and have an OnlyFans account, or have an OnlyFans account as a side gig. They don't even think about what it does to them, what it does to their relationship, what it does to their kids, they don't think about those things. They're just thinking of, listen, I could do OnlyFans for some time. I could have a sex tape for some time. I could do whatever. I could crap down on middle income men for some time. And maybe down the road, I can redeem myself. But at this point, I just want all the attention. That is the only thing that's going on in their head. Nothing going on in their head comes from a rational point of view. It's ridiculous. Listen to me, just.
But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse.
Hey. You see that? Shaming her and black women in general. That means she's not taking. This is part of what we say. She's not taking. Like, if you're saying something, you're supposed to own it. Okay, don't go under the umbrella of black women in general. No, if you say something, own it. That and there is absolutely no sense of accountability. No sense of accountability. She's trying to bring all the other black women under her umbrella so that they could like go get behind her and justify her ridiculousness. And now here goes the double down.
Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best.
Well, she has no proof for things like this, so I don't think she's talking to black men. Like, unless she can bring someone out. Like, there is no, especially if you're a black man and you have your dad in your life, I don't think there's any black father that would take, oh, come season day and call you. If anything, they would reprimand you and they will look for a way to make you excel, excel in your studies, but they won't just coddle you. In fact, coddling C's and D's usually comes from the moms. FYI, it comes from the moms. All right. So I'm not even going into that dimension of black men, black women, black mom, black dad, but I'm just saying that she has no viable proof for what she's saying right now. Whatever it is that she's saying, it's only for clout. It's only for attention. And the more attention you give people like this, the more ridiculous they will always be.
Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time.
You know, this must be some type of joke. But anyways, yeah, there's a response video from Dr. Umar that I want y'all to see. I kind of love the response video. So let's see Dr. Umar's response video to her so-called Ascension of Black Men video.
You're Ebony. That's not what you was talking, sweetheart. That's not what you was talking. You was on some talented bullshit, and you tried to take it back to the community this morning, sister. See, we can't talk out both sides of our mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We can't talk out both sides of our mouth, sister. We can't talk out both sides of our mouth. I didn't disagree with much of what you said today, but that's not what you said the other day, sister. You was talking down to working class blacks. You are a bourgeoisie. You are a bourgeoisie feminist, and I hope to God you wasn't engaged to a white man, because I thought somebody said you was engaged to a white man. Ebony, I better not find out your ass was swimming in the milk. If I find out your ass was swimming in the milk, I'm going to lose a lot of respect for you, sister. Because what that tells me, if you were with a damn Neanderthal snow puppy, then you're telling me, at the end of the day, you are trying to condemn black men to justify dating white. If you are an interracial dater, if you are a bunny hopper, then what you are telling me is your whole diatribe, your whole rant against black men driving a bus was a justification so you can date a white man. I hope that ain't the case. I hope that ain't. You spoke well today, my sister. You still didn't deal with collective working responsibility, though. I still heard a lot of Eurocentric individualism. I still heard a lot of Eurocentric individualism. And I don't know where you've been getting your reports from, sweetheart, but we got 2 million Africans with college degrees unemployed. We got 2 million Africans with college degrees unemployed because you was doing a whole lot of pushing college. You was doing a whole lot of pushing college today, like it's some form of upward mobility. I'm sorry, Sister Ebony K. Williams. College is not an opportunity for 20.
Guys, that's it. You've heard from her. All I can say is never pay attention to people like that. Ebony K. Williams, because whatever she's saying is agenda driven, it's not factual based, and it's biased. Let me know what y'all think. Take care, everyone. Peace.